What's up YouTube, Redbeard's Garage, and welcome back to another video. Oh yeah! Well, today I gotta fix the vacuum problems on both my go-karts. Now if you watched my post pump video, then you know that I had ran the post pumps off the valve cover, which isn't enough to let the amount of vacuum that builds up in the engine out, or the amount of pressure. So we need to pull the engine plates off that deletes the gas tank and drill that governor arm hole out and tap it with a 1/8 inch pipe thread. So I'll show you real quick. Sorry if you're getting any wind noise, but I got to take this engine plate off here, which is one bolt in the rear and two on the opposite side, and move that plate out of the way, because about right there, right under that, is where that governor arm used to run through the block. As you can see, right there she is. So we'll drill it out with 11/32 drill bit, and then tap it with a pipe thread tap. And I have both. Actually, the drill bit is on the drill, and the tap is right there, along with this barb. And I'll probably cut this barb down just a bit, maybe cut the last barb off of it, because that may be a little bit too long. But yeah, so I think it's going to be maybe easier, and I'm going to have to flush the engines out to do this on the workbench most likely. So I kind of need to pull these engines off, and I really don't want to, but it's going to have to be done. My daughter can't ride her go-kart with it like that, and it has a nail in that back tire, by the way, so that needs plugged. And this tire has been plugged before, and it needs replugged. So I may go run and get a plug kit, plug both these tires, so I can stop airing them up every time. So I'm going to take these engines off. Basically all I have to do, got an 8mm here that holds the throttle cable, and then a little clip back in there, if you can see, that holds that throttle linkage on. I don't know if you can see it down in there. And then the 4 bolts, the chain is already popped off of this one, because that, if you try to get this thing sideways like in gravel and try to kick it back and forth, it'll pop the chain off. So what I think that's happening is that sprocket's still moving side to side a little bit, and it's just enough to pop that chain off. So we'll address that later. It ain't that big of a deal. It's only if you're really trying to get it sideways in some gravel. And same thing on this engine, you know, we'll have to pull the chain off and all that junk. So what I'm probably going to do is back one of them up to the front of my garage and pull these engines off, and when I get up on the workbench I'll show you. Okay, so I went ahead and got the Widowmaker pulse pump hooked up right. If you can see, I put that barb in there, and then I couldn't find a 90 barb, by the way. That's what I wanted to get. So what I did was drilled a hole right up above the B, and it came out just nice. And I may zip tie these down, but it looks pretty good though. And I had to zip tie these two together so it wouldn't interfere with the throttle rod. And then I put a little bit more of a spring tension on this throttle, so should be good. And now I got to throw some air in that tire, and I'm gonna take it around the yard to see if we fixed it. Okay, I actually forgot to throw the chain on, so did that real quick and tighten the far out of the engine. So now let's take this booger for a ride.